Okay, so that was the end? Question mark? Cause it sure seemed to set up a lot of stuff for the future. Either way, this was the season finale or the series finale. It hasn't been confirmed either way, but like I say, it set up so much for the future. I wouldn't be surprised if there was more. And if you'd asked me before this episode aired if I would want more of this show, I would have said, probably not. But after this episode, while the show still isn't my favorite kind of Star Wars, it's too depressing. I feel really bad for Saul. Yeah, he made a mistake, but he didn't deserve what he got. Also, there are other things, like, even with this episode, I'm never a huge fan of the memory wipe trope in shows. For some reason, it just annoys me. I hated it when Spider-Man No Way Home did it, and I wasn't a huge fan here, even though I feel like it could conceivably lead to some interesting stuff in a potential second season. Yeah, the show overall had a pretty good beginning and a pretty decent ending. It's just most of the stuff in between I wasn't all that interested in, and however, I would be curious to see where this goes in a future season, especially with those cameos. I really, 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 really want to see more of Darth Plagueis in live action. That is who that was, right? I mean, I think we can all agree it looks like him. Leslie Headland has talked in interviews that there is a connection. There would have to be, wouldn't there, with life being created from the Force, all that stuff. That intrigues me more than, gotta be honest, anything else that happened in this show. Seeing such a legendary character finally come to life and seeing what he was up to in this era, and a canon look at more of his backstory would be amazing. There has to be more of him coming in some form, right? You don't just create a CG character model for such a small appearance. Or maybe you do, if the show doesn't get renewed for a second season. But yeah, this episode had some really great moments. The lightsaber fighting was really cool. Oh, is this the first time we've seen in any movie or show someone bleed a lightsaber? That was cool. I have to admit, that is something I have wanted to see for a while, and I thought that was very well done. The conclusion of killing a Jedi without a weapon, force choking, felt like that was a bit anticlimactic. I thought it was going to be more psychological, but hey, it does take it literally, I guess. So yeah, there were some good moments, some dumb moments, like the whole cover-up thing. I'm never a fan of, like, corruption Jedi stories, but, I mean, I know that's kind of essential to the prequels, but I feel like with this era, Jedi are supposed to be at the height of their powers, although I guess it's the end of the High Republic, so this is when it all starts to fall apart. I don't know, I'm torn on it. But yeah, end of the show, I'm mad at everybody, but I still wouldn't mind seeing more. Also, what exactly was Vanestra going to tell Yoda at the end? I love how everyone was wondering if Yoda was going to be in the show, and finally we get a small tease at the end. Could that almost be considered trolling the fans? I don't know. But was she going to tell him about her Padawan now that we know Kymer was apparently her Padawan? And he turned evil. That's interesting. So was that mark on his back her light whip? It could have been. I know people were thinking that. That's something else I'd like to find more about. Yeah. I can't think of anything else I wanted to mention offhand. Oh, there usually is something. I usually forget something because I don't take notes, but yeah, my conclusion for the show, not my favorite, but very intriguing, and I would be up for more. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below, and I'll talk to you next time when I review, I don't know what I'll be doing next, but I'll see you at some point. Bye!